Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Danjo here with part 13 of Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke. Hope you guys are all doing so well today. And on today's episode, we are on our way now to Slateport. As we finished up on the last episode, we got our new best boy on our way to go getting Steven his letter, because apparently there's no mail system in the world of Hoenn, and by best boy, I mean, yeah, we got Blanca, the Eevee, and very excited about that. We haven't found any evolutionary stones yet, but as soon as I find one, we're gonna get an evolution, because whether it's a sunstone or a moonstone or any of the other stones, yeah, Leafeon doesn't exist yet, but if it's a leaf stone, I'm gonna evolve Steve. If it's a sunstone, I'm gonna evolve Steve. If it's a moonstone, I'm gonna evolve Randy, and I think all the other ones work on Eevee, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, just first evolutionary stone we find we can use. And yeah, this episode comes out on the 26th of March, 2025. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, little reminder, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but just to be certain, we currently have a member's choice poll going on right now over on the membership tab. And it is determining, subject verb agreement from the past, the next Retro Classic series. So the series to follow this one once it's done, because that hasn't been determined yet. The series to follow Sekiro has already been decided, and the series to follow Tears of the Kingdom might actually already be started. I'm actually not sure when that new series is coming out, or when Tears of the Kingdom is wrapping up, and yeah, respect to the other ones. Anyway, in case you guys are new or just need a recap, these are the Nuzlocke rules we're using, pretty standard stuff. If there's a ton of Nuzlocke parameters, which, in case you guys haven't done one yet, or you're, haven't done one in a while and you need a refresher, definitely check out the Bulbapedia page for the Nuzlocke challenge. But yeah, we're doing single catch per route, first encounter only exception is the dupes clause. So if we run into something we've caught before, or that's in the same line of things that we've caught before, for example, we have a Dustox, so if I run to Silcoon or Cascoon or Beautifly or Wurmple, we can just skip it, which is very nice for those split evolution things. Only thing is, if I find another evolution, I'm probably gonna catch it, because it is an optional thing. You can go to the next encounter, but if you want, you can just catch a duplicate. It doesn't matter. So starters determined by trainer ID. We did that at the beginning. Pokemon must be nicknamed, thus deepening the bonds that tie. Pokemon deaths are permanent, the basic tenet of a Nuzlocke. NPC trades are fine, but requested and given Pokemon in this randomization are going to be different. As I found out recently... Wait, did that happen already? Anyway, I did a little bit of recon. I'll get to that in a minute. But I also found out Move Tutor stuff is randomized. Even if they say they're teaching you a thing, it's gonna be a different move. And no daycare, because that would lead to free experience and free Pokemon potentially if they are a breeding pair. And yeah, this is what we've caught so far. The only miss we had was here in Dewford, so that's going to be a hard pass in the future. And however, we did not take our catch opportunity for the nearby routes. So we have access to Route 107 and 106. But all I have right now is the old rod, and I don't want to use that for our catch chance because there's a greater pool of things we can run into if we surf. Or use a good rod or super rod, which we just don't have right now. And yeah, after reviewing how things looked with the new color correction, I decided I am going to keep it exactly as it is right now because I think it looks a lot better. Like, it was just like a different balance basically with like, you know, the different parameters like the, you know, gamma and brightness and contrast and all that stuff. And yeah, the built-in color correction like feature isn't very good. It just looks, it makes the colors look off. And it doesn't really color correct the gamma, which is kind of one of the main problems. Yes, we are ready for Slateport. And as we will see is a very helpful thing here in a little bit, I did set up like a turbo button thing. Which I'll explain why that's important here in a little bit. But, oh, let's get through this dialogue first. I can't remember how I made Mr. Brittany sound, but I was reviewing some of the footage, and I know it was different from President Stone. Alright, it was just a little loud in my headphones, had to turn it down. I think it was like he's supposed to be like pretty dang old, I think. So I think it's like, "Ahoy, we've made land in Slateport. I suppose you're going to visit Captain Stern and deliver the Devon goods? In case you forgot why you were here. Thought you were supposed to deliver the Devon goods. Would you like to sail back to Dewford? Oh, you'll do that for me? No. Then you go on and deliver the Devon goods. I'll be waiting." Alright. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. I actually already recorded part 13 last night, and like towards the end of it, I was just thinking, I was like, man, I am so freaking tired. And I realized I probably shouldn't have recorded, like, because like I was like half asleep. Like I was like half awake, I guess. If you're half asleep, then you're half awake. But let's turn that down a titch more. So yeah, during that recording, I was like forgetting to talk and stuff, and that's the thing I do sometimes when I'm just like, it especially happens after a very long day where I've just been like working my ass off on stuff, and I finally get to sit down and like play a chill game that I enjoy. Sometimes I just like zone in and zone out and kind of forget everything else, like including the fact that I'm recording, like if I am recording. And yeah, so after that I was like, you know, I probably should redo that if possible. So I was like looking through the saves and I was like, oh, here's one from right before that episode. Great. I'm just gonna reload and redo that. So yeah, you guys aren't gonna see that, and it wasn't very good. So just consider yourself, yeah. Yeah, I did find, in the original footage, I did find a move tutor though. And it wasn't worth it. So, and I think I know where he is, so I'll point that out here in a little bit. But yeah, it's not a move that's gonna be helpful for any of my guys right now. And honestly, it's not a very good move in general, so I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna come back to that. Okay, so Steve has the amulet coin. Okay. And in case you guys are very familiar with, like, Pokemon Emerald, yeah. Like, everything's randomized, okay? Like, abilities, types, like, base stat totals, so, like, yeah. Learn sets, obviously. Okay, so I need to get the other guys up. So I'm gonna give Brodeo the amulet coin. Miracle Seed, yeah. Yeah. And you may be saying to yourself, hey, Danja, what the hell? Like, you already did all this? Like, isn't that kind of cheating? Like, a little bit, yeah. Like, it's not ideal, but here's the thing. It's, like, nothing here is that challenging in the first place. So, like, it doesn't matter. I didn't lose any Pokemon in the original footage or anything. Like, that's not why. What? Jasmine, can you not hit me up every time something happens? You guys have a friend like that? Where, like, they take a really long piss and then they message you about it? And then they're like, oh great, cool. And like, not only is it like just a little snippet of text, like, man, I had such a long pee, thinking of you. Love you, talk to you later. It's also like a short clip of them like pissing in the toilet. Yo, trainers, whether you're hot to trot or cool cat not, chill at my papa's spot. You dig? Alright. So this place is the GOAT. Especially the early game. And the fact that you have access to something like this early is incredible. Like, people that skip this in this game, I am so sorry. Because we're gonna have access to a very cool resource. Pun actually not intended. And I've always been confused about this in the back. Like, that looks like a solid bar. Like, how are you getting inner tubes on this thing? Because, like, presumably that's what they are. Like, do you have to, like, detach the bar or the cable, I guess, if it's a cable from one side and, like, slide them off? That seems like a very inefficient way to do this. I'm the owner of the Seashore House, but you can call me Mr. C. What I love about... I'll be serving C, you see? What I love above all is to see hot Pokemon battles. Let me see that your heart burns hot. That's a weird way to put it. Okay. If you can defeat all the trainers here, I'll reward your efforts. Show me some hot matches. That's why I run this place. It's not like I'm operating a business. Alright. If you're looking for a battle in the Seashore House, you'll find no hotter trainer than me, matey. Well, he is rocking that sailor outfit. A normal type baby? Really? A babu? A bibi babu? A bibbidi bobbidi boo? A Majin Buu? Okay, you want a Fury Swipe? Alright, alright. I'll give you a Furious Swipe. To the left. Is that the bad one? I don't know. A Venonat. No, I'm not gonna switch. What you using, Bug? Hey, Bug. Hey, get over here, Bug. Oh no, you have a bell. Yeah, there's nobody else here, dude. You're not trapped in here with me, I'm trapped in here with you. You gonna attack one of these days, Venonat, or are you just gonna let me keep buffing? Do you seriously just have Heal Bell and follow me? Because, like, this is getting more and more dangerous for you. Oh, he's got Weather Ball, okay. Yeah, that's nothing to write home about. Drink more of this coffee. Tanky boy. Oh, dude, sleep powder. Yeah, give me that shoes. Dude, Rodeo is gonna be the best. Like, he already has an endgame build. And, like, here's the thing. He keeps getting defense. He doesn't have very much, like, special attack, and he is a special attacker. And I don't know why he has these psychic moves. He's not psychic. But I'm not complaining, like, this is really good as, like, a team player kind of tank. And, like, Calm Mind is super helpful because of that lack of special attack, and also he needs special defense. Because he does have a 4 times weakness, because he's Grass and Dragon. So he's 4 times weak to Ice. But all Ice type attacks are special, so as long as I can buff special attack, and also cut, you know, special attack damage in half. I can't get rid of Magical Leaf, it's too good. So Needle Arm? Which, speaking of Magical Leaf, I did recently finish watching Pokemon Horizons. Like, they aired the last episode recently. And it was alright. It was pretty good. I thought Journeys was better. And they definitely, like, cut a lot more corners in this season. But it was still... It was pretty solid. Like, I do think Pokemon's fallen off quite a bit in the anime. Like, Sun was kind of the peak, and then it fell off for a while, and then Journeys was quite good. Not as good as Sun, but, like, Yeah, Horizons was fine. Like, not the best, but it was fine. It just reminded me of that because I was thinking, Narote, magically! Yeah, so I have to get rid of Need Alarm. But yeah, one thing they do in Horizons that bothers me that I was hoping they were going to phase out more is they still do that stupid thing where they just are like, Pokemon name, dodge! And it's like, yelling at your Pokemon to dodge doesn't do anything. Like, it's not a real thing, you know? And it's always bothered me in the anime. It's like, okay, you guys are kind of breaking your own rules here. Or like when they terrestrialize and then like use like different moves that don't benefit from the terrestrialization. Like for example, what's his name? Roy, I think? The, like only male protagonist in Horizons. He has his Hogator and Archigator, I think is his name. The Fuecoco line, basically. Because yeah, the English dub sucks. I just watch it subtitled. And like the Japanese, it's just because the Japanese voice actors are way better and the Japanese names are better most of the time, in my opinion. But yeah, so he has a fire Terra type because they all have like the starters, and each one's Terra type is like of that element. So like fire, grass, and water. And so he does like the fire terrestrialization, and then he uses trying to remember, like there's some things where the Japanese name is the same as the English name. I think this is one of them, like Charming Voice, I think is what it's called. Anyway, it's a fairy type move. I was like, why would you do that? Like, it doesn't benefit from being terrestrialized at all. Like, it boosts the power of the things that are of the same type. Like, I'm pretty sure functionally there's no benefit to doing the other type things. But, whatever. Still not a big fan of terrestrialization. Gigantamaxing was way better. Or Dynamaxing. Light Screen, Calm Mind, Magic Belief. And I don't even think that's a hot take. Like, yeah, I don't want to get rid of Needle Arm, but I kind of have to. Alright. Because there's no way I'm passing on Sleep Powder. Like, no. Like, if I already had a sleep move on somebody else, maybe, but... Man, Venonat's moveset just sucks. In this randomization. Which I feel like I shouldn't have to clarify, but... I don't know, it's like... When you say something that's very much opinion-based and you're like, in my opinion. It's like, yeah, I get that. Rodeo... I'll let him take one more. Because, like, he's at 15, which makes him tied for lowest. Except for Silverwing, he's just there to do HMs. So I'll get him to 16. Oh, I forgot to do the voicing thing. Whoops, my bad. Sorry. Artisan Crystal, which is kind of funny because, like, I actually knew a girl named Crystal at one point that kind of looked like her. Like, I don't know if I call her an artisan, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't know her super well, so like I'm not gonna assume anything. Let's just try basic magic. Let's see what happens. Okay. 300 for a Goldeen? That's hot. Is that supposed to be... Wait, were they intentionally doing a Paris Hilton thing? Phew, I'm all thirsty. Maybe I'll have a soda pop. Maybe I'll just pop on Twitter and do some catfishing. Yeah, it's still called Twitter. It's 2004, dumbass. Wait, was Twitter even a thing in 2004? I legit don't know. You know, just to err on the side of safety, and also we're not going to need these soon, I'm going to just use a potion.
I'm gonna show you how great my Pokemon are, but don't cry. Whee! I'm an elite trainer. Look at how lit my freaking inner tube is. Bet you're totally jelly. Maybe you should get on my level, scrub.
Alright. Let's start with the light screen and see what happens. Oh, Sludge Bomb. That's not good. That's also not good. Doadeer. You're ground type. You can take care of this. Yeah, I feel like I might have said this before, but I kind of forgot Sludge Bomb is in this game. So there's at least one good poison attack. $90. Oh yeah, the cocoon Pokemon, right? Surskit. Great. 2 of my guys are poisoned. Alright, Randy. I feel like Muddy Water is misunderstood as the original king of rock and roll. Now, I feel like Muddy Water is missing a lot. And I believe the musician was Muddy Waters. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, pretty sure bug type in this game just sucks though. Buy all new playsets and toys.
If one of my Pokemon knew the move for carrying me across water on his back, I could get rid of this inner tube.
It is scorching hot. Those battles blazed. I'm more than just satisfied. So thanks for showing me your hot streak. I want you to take these. It's half a dozen bottles of soda pop.
Hell yeah, bro.
Want to buy some soda pop? Pokemon love it. Just 300 in bottle. Buy some. Want to give your pets some carbonated beverages full of high fructose corn syrup? They can't get enough. Don't give your pets soda, guys. Like, please, that's I'm making fun of the concept of it. Like, because it's a terrible idea. Okay. So this is where Turbo comes into play. So I'm just gonna hold the A Turbo button. Because, yeah, it costs as much as a potion, and it restores 60 HP, I think? So it's more effective than a super potion and costs not even half the price. Which, if I was really lazy, I would just tape down the button for a little bit, and then take off the tape, and then realize I left residue on my controller that's hard to get off. I guess if I had a rubber band, that'd be a better option. But I'm also not that lazy. It's not that hard to hold a button for a few minutes. But yeah, I don't know. Pokemon Anime, it sounds like they're basically doing the same thing with the next season. Like, it's just a continuation of Horizons. Which is kind of a shame, but not really terrible, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't really have any faith or interest in new Pokemon games for quite some time. Like, even after playing, like, Scarlet and Violet at launch, and being, like, massively disappointed, like, I was still being supportive of the game. I was like, you know what, they tried to rush it out, it's fine, they'll fix it. And they never fucking fixed it. But I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was cool. I thought it was like, oh, well, they're launching this with... This was probably supposed to be a Switch 2 game, and the Switch 2 was delayed. I'm like, oh shit, we have to launch the game on the original Switch. And, like, we don't have anything else in the pipeline, like, even close to being ready to go. So... Anyway, it was understandable why it was the way it was. And if they had just fixed their fucking game, I would have had zero complaints. Even though it's kind of a not very good game in general. I was ready to forgive some of its shortcomings because of how ambitious it was in the design.
But...
And also because it was a mainline Pokemon game, and Pokemon Company always supports their current mainline game. Partially because of VGC, and I think that's why they're doing Pokemon Champions. So they can have a dedicated, separate game for the VGC and just be able to do whatever the fuck they want with the mainline games, and basically their low effort shit won't matter as much because of their other stuff. I'm sure their mobile games are making them enough money in Pokemon Go and Sleep and Cafe and, you know, the trading card game and their new app for the TCG, and they're fine. Like, they've diversified. They're appealing to a wide enough audience and demographic that is younger than me, and, you know, they're the people that'll just, you know, do it because of the nostalgia and stuff, and, that's all well and good, but, it's disappointing. So yeah, we have 36 now. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that 30 times, because I'm fairly sure in the Gen 3 games when you hold turbo on stuff like that, where it's actually registering more than, like, every time you say yes, essentially. And this is kind of terribly organized, so I always do, like, healing stuff first, and then status stuff, and then, like, towards the bottom, like, hold items and usable items and such. I'm gonna sell that, but... okay, so burn heal... Paralyze heal... Antidotes...
full heal, which I'm not going to use for quite some more time. I should put that down here. Same with the heal powder. I should just put that in the box. I'm not going to use that for some time. I think that's everything. Yep. And we definitely need to buy... I'm definitely selling Fisher, because fuck this move. 30 accuracy, 5 PP, not good for Nuzlocks. Okay. And I'm gonna see if we can get away with just walking to the Pokemon Center. Okay, 29 and 48. 28 and 47? Why did that do 2 HP to Doadir but 1 HP to Brodeo? Okay, so we should be fine. I'm just gonna keep checking every couple steps just to be safe. I just don't want to waste antidotes when there's a fucking Pokemon Center right here. Like, it's also really helpful with Pokemon Nav, because, like, I don't think the regular map in the Pokemon Centers does this. No, it doesn't. So it gives you like the layout, but you can't zoom in on the map. But like on the Pokenav on the map, you have your zoom function, which is super nice. So this is just like exactly the same as the map in the Pokemon Centers, but like you can also check. Like it's not the most detailed, as you can see here, but it does show you where the Pokemon Center is, as well as like a few other things. If there's a gym? Where's the gym? Oh, or is it just saying that's the legend? I was gonna say Slateport doesn't have a gym. Okay. Yeah, that's the legend. So because that's the gym. Right. It doesn't say what the purple things are. I think purple things are just like houses. Why is all that purple stuff locked off though? But why is that one purple? Why are there 4 people? Yeah, and there's like a bunch of purple... Hold on. I'm gonna try to figure this out real quick. Okay, so there's a bunch of purple down here. Is that just saying it's like a special area? Because that would be the market. Okay, and here's 2 buildings. That's 1 building. What?
those the roads? Yeah, what the hell are the purple ones? I think those are roads. So this is the market, and then it goes straight to this. And then there's blue, like light blue and 2 gray sorted dots. So and then there's this. 2 purple dots. And then 2 purple dots and a big blue. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So for those other dots, okay, yeah. So for everything else, it's not really a literal map. But for the icons where they specifically say, that's a Pokemon Center, that's a Pokemart, that's a gym, that's a battle tent, it's a Pokemon contest, like, those ones are in the right spots, basically. Like, so that's the main road into town that goes straight to the Pokemon Center. And then to the left is the Pokemart. And then above that is the tent thing. Which that is true, because that's what I did. I went straight up here to go to the Pokemon Center. There's the mart. There's the tent thing. What do they call these? We're not doing this. Battle tent, Slateport site. Yeah. And this is the market. So yeah, I guess the purple squares don't really mean anything in particular. That was very strange. But still, it's nice for the purposes of a Nuzlocke, because then you like know where the basic things are. And like it also shows like per route if there's like other special stuff, like, oh, there's Cycling Road up here. That's cool. It's like, oh, there's Seashore House, the other things. So it is nice. So Mr. Brittany's cottage is over there, blah, blah, blah. It's still cool. It's not as nice, obviously, as like her Gold and Soul Silver map, which is like kind of goated. That's like the best one in my opinion. And you could even leave like little notes on it and shit, which is like kind of the best. Especially for a Nuzlocke, but I mean, it's not a fair comparison because those are kind of the best Pokemon games ever. But yeah, we need to do a little bit of inventory management. So let's sell the blasphemy thing, sell this useless piece of shit. This blasphemous item that we are never going to use. This X speed. This terrible TM that I'm not going to use. And the Devon Goods. Oh no, I can't buy that. Alright, let's buy some Pokeballs again. Let's get this up to... Let's buy 11 so we get a free Premier Ball. And we can buy Great Balls now too, so I'll get like 5 of these. And we don't need to buy potions because they are the same price as a soda pop. And they should get some more antidotes. Let's get these. You know, actually we have cash. Let's get up to 10. That's not 10. I know how to math. Let's get 7. And some paralyzed heals. We get up to 5, yeah. We already have escape ropes? Yeah, we do. We should probably buy some repels, so get like 5 of those. Alright. Cool. Go into the bag.
and move the repels up here. And yeah, that looks good. And I'm not going to use that Moo Moo Milk for a very long time, so I'm actually going to deposit that into the PC item storage. Because I'm pretty sure Moo Moo Milk restores 100 HP. That's move Pokemon, that's not what I meant. That's not the right kind of move items. Hanako's PC, there we go. Item storage, deposit. Moo Moo Milk, yeah, and don't worry, the digitization of the milk will preserve it. I say about an item in a video game. And the HP up, there we go. And I forgot to move the escape ropes as well. Here we go. Right. Yeah, right under the repels, right? Because then we have our status items and our healing items, and then at the bottom, our hold items. Okay, good. Cool. What's your deal?
I trade Pokemon with my friends. Did you ask what my deal is? Fuck off. If a traded Pokemon is holding an item, it makes me twice as happy. Because they forgot to take it off of that Pokemon. I'm like, holy shit, you're giving me a shell bell? Thank you.
Want a tip for battling? I'd say it's raising different kinds of Pokemon in a balanced manner. No good just make one Pokemon strong. If it has a type disadvantage, it might not stand a chance. That is very good advice, Rando. Thank you. Oh, I didn't talk to the people in the mart. They usually don't have anything for you, but I think sometimes.
A Great Ball is better than a Pokeball at catching Pokemon. With this, I should be able to get that elusive Pokemon. Oh, I'm not gonna say which one.
The market does have some interesting merchandise. There are some items you can only get at a Pokemon Mart! Pokemon Mart! So many things! Gonna do some shopping!
Sir, you can't be screaming about our services in here.
I'm so sorry, I love this place! I am the chairman of the Pokemon fan club. Ring the chairman, I'm naturally the most important. No one can best me when it comes to raising Pokemon, no one. Well, let me tell you about Pokemon contests. They're events where one can show off Pokemon for the world to see. However, they're held in far-off towns, so I cannot participate often enough. That is why we gather here to show off our Pokemon and have others show us theirs. Show you mine if you show me yours.
Well, yeah, protein, that's expensive as shit.
Pokemon's a bougie piece of shit. Very sensitive to feelings of Pokemon. Love you back. Pokemon really adores you? Wait, which one? Who? Wait, what? Seriously? Who's up front? Who's on first? Sorry, I was just mashing because I assumed we'd have to come back and talk to her later. So if you have high friendship with one of your Pokemon, she gives you something. I don't remember what it is because friendship is... And this is weird too because in the footage that you guys aren't going to see, she said you have to work at it a little harder. And I don't know why now she's impressed.
For you, a most compassionate trainer, a gift from the fan club.
Oh shit, thank you. Hey, why are you giving me the thing to increase friendship when I already have good friendship? Whatever. That's still cool, thank you. If you keep letting a Pokemon faint in battle, it'll come to resent it. Soon it'll become less trusting of the trainer. In other words, it certainly won't like you very much.
Wow, it's plain to see that you lavish love on your Slowbro. I do?
Okay, it's named Brodeo. Can I ask you a favor? I'm a TV reporter and I'm running a survey on Pokemon. Would you be willing to answer a few simple questions for me?
No!
Oh, okay. Well, if you get the urge to tell me about Pokemon, I'll be here.
Listen, I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell all your viewers, okay? If you want to, like, come back and talk to me as a person, like, that's different.
Heh, the Pokemon totally rules. It's cooler than any Pokemon. I was lipping off with a swagger in my step like that when...
I was lipping off with a swagger in my step like that when the chairman chewed me out. It's a weird way to say that.
Took the swagger out of my step. If you'd like, I'll teach the move Shadow Ball to a Pokemon of yours.
It's not Shadow Ball. I'll say yes.
This move can only be learned once, is that okay?
So this is what I did, this is what I was talking about earlier. I was like, dope, Shadow Ball, I'll teach that to Doadir. It's not Shadow Ball. Teach it to Randy? It's Comet Punch. Comet Punch, I also confused for Muck Punch. Apparently it's normal type, 85 accuracy, 2 to 5 times, 18 power. It sucks. I'm not using those. Yes.
What? No? Can't get the spirit of things?
Yeah, kinda surprised my Slowbro is actually a fan of me. I mean, he's a fairly new addition to the party. Oh wait, you're not the right person. Hold on. You?
Oh, you're Slowbro. You have to go for it a little harder. If you do, I'll give your Pokemon something nice.
Oh. Maybe she was the one. So this is like the friendship one, but I think you have to have friendship like pretty much maxed out. So friendship... Old Dirtle is probably better? Well, fosters... Yeah, increases friendship, right. Yes. You have to go for it a little harder, okay. So, just having a Pokemon at the head of the party, like, increases friendship as you walk around, like a very small amount. But the Soothe Bell increases that amount. So, like, if I were just to run, like, up and down the street like this for a while, like, it would improve it. And also, like, if they're slightly hurt and you give them a Soda Pop, that also increases friendship. There's just a lot of factors in this game that affect friendship, and I think they nerfed most of them in how they work because there's so many options. Like, including, like, the beauty contest shit. So, yeah. That's why I was saying, like, friendship evolutions are a huge pain in the ass. So, it's, it just takes a very long time. I mean, I'll check and see if that made a difference. Go for it a little harder. Okay. Alright. Be on striking a foe, right? I don't think it was actually doing that. I think the Shell Bell was just restoring my HP every turn, kind of like leftovers. Maybe it was doing that? I don't know. Anyway, the point being... we're not, there we go. We're not gonna be doing the, friendship evolutions, so unless it comes down to it and I have to, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. like maybe later when eventually we have access to more of those things more readily. Like I think the haircut thing is still in this game, although I don't remember. And Brodeo has Amulet Coin, okay, cool. Okay, so to be real, there are a lot of trainers and like NPCs to talk to around here. So, I think we're going to continue this on the next episode because we've already gone pretty long. Yes, we have. Wow. So, next episode, guys, we're going to go back down here to the beach and fight the rest of the trainers because there's like at least 5 or 6 more down here. And then we'll continue checking out Slateport. Because yeah, it's a pretty big area. There's a lot of NPCs and stuff to talk to. And we're not going to be checking out the battle tent at all, or that's just the name raider. I don't think there's anything else in the name raider. So it's just an empty thing with the name raider, right? Okay. Wait, does he give you something if he likes your name or something? Sure. Brodeo, do you like that? No? I don't give a shit about your opinions, bro. Then why are you talking to me? The sign at my house literally says Name Raider. What did you think was gonna happen? But yeah, fan club, Name Raider, like all these other buildings, we don't have to check any of these because we already did. And we got the harbor over here, which we're gonna have to check that out. We can't go in the museum because there is a long line right now. And Stern Shipyard wanted a sailor capable of sailing in all currents, right? We're gonna have to go in there. There's a few more sailors, a house right there. You guys get the picture, so. But yeah, that is gonna do it for now. Shoe. Which one? I think this is actually the surfing music. Which I kind of really like this one. Oh, it was also the same music that was playing in Dewford. Come to think of it. Alright, cool. Well, yeah. That is gonna do it for now, so. All that's left now is the, it's the Poke Fact of the Day and the outro. So, for today's Poke Fact of the Day, it is all about our newest boy, Eevee, the evolution Pokemon, which, is still, I believe, if it's not my favorite, it's in my top 5 favorite Pokemon of all time. And, the only interesting Pokedex entry I could find that really stuck out to me was from Pokemon Yellow, which states, its genetic code is unstable, so it could evolve in a variety of ways. There are only a few alive. Yeah. Which Pokemon Yellow is kind of like that for a pretty good amount of the entries, actually, where it's like unnecessarily dark sometimes. And this is also the only Pokemon game that states this. Like none of the other Pokedex entries say that they're basically endangered. But yeah, Pokemon Yellow was like, it was still Gen 1. And that's the only way to get Eevee in Gen 1, is to go to Celadon and get it as a gift.
But, like, yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is basically a remake of Yellow. And even those Pokedex entries, like, are completely different. Which is weird, because most of the time with the remake games, the Pokedex entry is almost exactly the same as, like, its respective, like, to the remake. So, like, for Ruby and Sapphire, like, for those remakes, like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, like, almost all of the Pokedex entries are the same. And, but yeah. The other thing about that was something. Oh, right, in Johto. So in Johto, in Gen 2, in Gold and Silver, Celadon still is the only way to get Eevee. I'm pretty sure. Like, except it's in the game corner now, from what I remember. It's been a while since I looked this part up, because it was just like kind of a side note. And it's like 6,000 coins. But I guess there's also like a chance for that Pokemon to be shiny, because like shinies were also introduced in Gen 2. Probably because it was Game Boy Color, and you know, they could do like palette swaps and stuff like that. But like breeding was also introduced in Gen 2. So like back in the day when I was like playing this, like occasionally, like I still have it installed, but occasionally on my 2DS I like to boot up Pokemon Silver, because like a lot of the retro Pokemon games were available on the 3DS Virtual Console. And at one point I was like, I wonder how bad it would be to like, because you could use, at the time, you could use Pokemon Bank with like the Virtual Console games and then like transfer those Pokemon to Pokemon Home. And like I kind of wanted to do that before like that functionality disappeared. And I was like, dude, I know where to get a Ditto. I know where to get an Eevee in Pokemon Silver. I could breed some Eevees, try to actually hatch a shiny in that game, and then transfer it over to like Sword and Shield, or like, what's the other one? Why am I blanking on the new shitty games? Scarlet and Violet, there we go. Sorry, I had a little thing there. A random Luigi. A random Luigi. Random Luigi. But yeah, breeding in Gen 2 takes a very long time. Like, even if you know you have compatible Pokemon and everything like that, yeah, it takes a very, very long time. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. So thank you all once again for being here. Of course, before we get going, a very special thank you going out to the current Arts and Crap Show members, the amazing people who helped make it possible. Navalis Draconis, Aaron Schick, and 97 Johnny Boy, thank you so very much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out, very much appreciated, and it is very much optional. So if you guys want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below or the link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member. That does the same thing. And before we get into membership details, a quick little word on YouTube handles. That is why 97 Johnny Boy has an @ symbol in front of his screen name there. That is a handle. They are unique identifiers on the platform that help with a number of things, namely navigation. And he has a channel of his own. It's great stuff. Highly recommend it, which you can easily go check out just by going to youtube.com/@97johnnyboy, and it'll take you straight there because, yeah, they make URLs a lot shorter, which is very nice. And you can also punch a handle into YouTube search. It will narrow down the results significantly, basically exclusively to content from that creator. And handles are 100% unique, so it's another way to double check, make sure you're in the right place. But yeah, membership tiers, they start at $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day, gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the members' choice polls. As I mentioned before, it's a thing we do once a month for a full 7 days over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So if you guys are watching this video around release, there is one going on right now. It was posted on the 24th of March, 2025, and it is going to be running until the end of the month. So, and that one is deciding the series to follow this series. So yes, it'll be a new Retro Classic series. We don't really have time for a round of RC samples, so I think what I probably did... Yep, subject verb agreement. Is probably chose some of the RC samples options from before that haven't been chosen yet. Probably. Yeah. But yeah, not really sure at this point in time because I still need to figure some of that stuff out. But I did make an announcement about that on the 24th. So if you want to stay up to date on all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I get it, the bell does not work for me either, but there are 4 ways you can stay up to date. We have the post tab here on the channel, Farts and Crap Show Twitter/X, Bluesky, or the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. So, as I say the 3rd time, it actually is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, take care, and I hope you all have a lovely day.